Hey y'all, my name is Krista, and today I will be teaching a line dance called Boots on the Ground, which I choreographed to the song All About the Boots by Cody Bradley. It is a 32 count, 2-wall, intermediate level nightclub two-step style line dance that I choreographed for the Edge dance event in 2024 and actually won first place. So we're gonna learn it 1 8 count at a time. I'll turn around and we'll get started. All right, to start that first 8 count, we are going to do a nightclub basic to the right. So we'll take our right leg to the right on 1, then on 2 and we will rock back with our left and recover on the right. Okay, then we're going to repeat that to the left, but with a quarter turn to our left. So we'll step to our left, rock back on the right, and when we recover on the left, we will make a quarter turn over our left shoulder, now facing the 9 o'clock wall. So to do that with counts, 5, 6, 7, 8, we go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. From here, the counts are going to be 5 and 6 and. It's a little bit fast, so keep the steps small and underneath yourself. We step back on the right, then we rock back on the left, recover right. To finish this out, we step forward on the left, and at the same time, we complete a full turn over our right shoulder on that left leg, and I'm going to style it by keeping my right leg next to my ankle, calling that a coupe turn. And that turn happens on the and after the 6. So, trying all that from the top, 5, 6, 7, 8, we go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and. Okay, from here, we're going to do 2 sweeps, and we're going to end up at the 10-30 diagonal here. So I'm going to put that right foot down and sweep my left leg back to front. Then I put that foot down and sweep my right leg back to front. And I should end up at the 10-30 diagonal. Those sweeps happen on 7, 8. Okay, so let's try the whole 8 count. 5, 6, 7, 8, we go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. One more time for good measure. 5, 6, 7, 8, we go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. To start that second 8 count, we are facing the 10-30 diagonal. We were in the middle of sweeping that right foot around. On 1, we will step forward on that right foot on that diagonal. On 2, we're going to hitch the left knee. I'm going to do it in this way where I style it to look kind of pretty. So I'm going to bring my left toe to the back of my right knee, and I'm going to keep it pointed, and my left knee is going to be open. So almost like you're doing a very pretty ballet pirouette, but choose to style it however you'd like. So we step 1 and I will probably choose to style this by rising up as well on the and. Then on 2 and, we rock, recover. So that left foot that was in the air, we rock forward and we recover back on the right. And that happens all on 1 and 2 and. So if I do that from the top of that 8 count, 6, 7, 8, this is 1 and 2 and. From here, we're going to do 2 sweeps backwards. So the left foot's going to come back, sweeping the right leg front to back. And then we're going to step back on that right and sweep the left foot front to back. I'm also going to square up to my 9 o'clock wall at this point. Okay, so one more time from the top, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So we should be facing the 9 o'clock wall at this point. From here, we're going to do 5 and 6 and. Again, quick feet, keep them underneath yourself. We step back on the left, quarter turn to our right, stepping right, out to the right. Another quarter turn to the right, stepping the left foot forward. And then we're going to finish that out by stepping the right foot forward. And now we're facing the 3 o'clock wall. So again, that all happens pretty quickly. We just did our sweeps. This is 4. We step back 5 and 6 and. And this second and we do on the right foot is a rock, preparing to recover back on the left. Okay, so let's do that from the top of that 8 count. Facing 10, 30, right foot sweeping. 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and. To finish out this 8 count, we recover back onto the left foot on 7. When we do that, I'm going to lift the right foot off the ground and have a nice, beautiful pointed toe. On and, I will quarter turn to my right, so squaring up to the 6 o'clock, rocking onto the right leg, and I'm going to use that to then push off on 8, again with a nice straight, pretty pointed toe, straight leg. Okay, so that happens 7 and 8. We just went forward on our right foot on and. This is 7 and 8. Okay, let's try that 8 count from the top. Facing 10, 30, here we go. 6, 7, 8, we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right, now that we know the first 2 8 counts, let's go ahead and put those together from the top. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8 to the right. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. One more time for good measure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right, so technically the third 8 count is going to be on the 6 o'clock wall, but I want you to be able to follow my feet. So I'm going to turn around, we'll learn it this way, then we will make sure we can do it to the 6 o'clock wall as well. So pretending we just did our 7 and 8 of the second 8 count, we take that right foot and cross it in front on 1. We're going to rock, recover to our left, rock, recover on 2 and. Then 3 and 4. It's going to be very quick steps, behind side cross, slide. So left foot behind, right side out, and left foot in front, then we slide. Again, take very small steps because it's going to be quick. You'll hear that syncopation in the music. So that 8 count from the top. 6, 7, 8, we go. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. From there, we take our left foot and step it forward while we quarter turn to the left. So basically just stepping in place with that quarter turn. Then we take, drag the right foot towards the left as we do that step. Then we take 2 steps forward, right, left. Okay, so counts for that after we just did the quick 3 and 4. The drag happens on 5, and this will be 6 and. You're almost falling forward onto that 6 and. From there, we have a 7 and 8 and. We take our right foot forward. We're going to quarter turn to our left, stepping to the left. Then we cross the right in front and the left foot out. Okay? So, going slow from the top of that 8 count. 5, 6, 7, 8, we cross. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Drag 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. Do that one more time for good measure. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Cross. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. All right, now like I said, we have to do that facing the 6 o'clock wall. So I'm going to face you guys now. Let's see if we can do it this way. We finish the second 8 count with 7 and 8. Cross. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Drag. 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. All right, now that we know the first 3 8 counts, let's go ahead and put it all together facing the front. Here we go. 5, 6, 7 to the right on 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and. All right, to finish out the last 8 count, this is going to be the easiest 8 count. We are back to our 12 o'clock wall. So what's going to happen here is we're going to do basic nightclub to the right and left. So again, we go right and then rock, recover, left and rock, recover. No quarter time like we did in the first 8 count. Quarter time. No quarter turn like we did in the first 8 count. Okay? From here, we're going to step forward on our right and then do a step pivot. So we'll step left, pivot over the right. Repeat on the other side. We step forward on our left, and then we again step right and pivot. So counts for that after we did 1, 2, and 3, 4, and we keep counting like that. So we step 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. So that first step forward is always going to be longer than the step pivot. All right, let's do that 8 count together. 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. All right, that's all 4 8 counts. Let's go ahead and put it together from the top. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8 to the right. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. All right, let's go ahead and do it one more time. Make sure we got it down. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Cross 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. All right, so let's talk about the restarts. So walls 1 and 3, we're only going to do 3 8 counts, just getting rid of that final 4th 8 count, that basic 8 count. And then wall 5, we're only going to do the first 2 8 counts. That will actually put us facing the back. Technically, this dance is only a 1 wall dance, but because of that wall 5 restart, that has us facing the back. So that's why I'm calling it 2 walls. And then on the 7th wall, we're also only going to do 16 counts and the music ends. So let's walk through the structure of this dance. So think all of the odd numbered walls are going to have a restart of some sort. All the even walls will be the entire thing. So first wall, we start facing the front. We do 3 8 counts. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. One more. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. So after all that walking right there is when we're going to restart from the top. So we skip the last 8 count and we go back to 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. We do wall 2 in its entirety. Okay? So wall 2 ends with 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. That's the first time we do that 4th 8 count is on wall 2. Now we're going to go into wall 3. We're going to repeat exactly what we just did. So wall 3 cuts off after 3 8 counts, 7 and 8 and, sorry. We go restart from the top into our fourth wall. Fourth wall, again, is going to do the entire thing. So fourth wall, we do our nightclub, step, pivot, step, pivot. Okay, so we just did part of wall 1, all of wall 2, part of wall 3, all of wall 4. Now when we get to wall 5, we're only going to do the first 2 8 counts. This is what's going to put us facing the back. So let's try wall 5. We go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So we're here facing 6 o'clock. This is actually where we restart for wall 6. So wall 6 is actually going to face the back. So we did 7 and 8. We go into nightclub. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Do the whole thing. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. Now we're facing the back one more time for wall 7. And wall 7 is our very last wall. There's only going to be enough music for 2 8 counts. So we see what that looks like. We go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Music stops. All I want you to do is take that right foot and cross it in front. And I'll drag that left foot behind. And that's just how we're going to end facing our 12 o'clock wall. So remember, all of the odd walls are going to get interrupted. 3 8 counts, 3 8 counts, 2 8 counts, 2 8 counts, and all the even walls will be the entire thing. All right, that's it. All right, so that's it. That is my own choreography, Boots on the Ground, to the song All About the Boots by Cody Bradley, which I choreographed for the Edge Dance Event 2024 and took first place. I hope you guys enjoy this dance. It is definitely on the slower, smoother side, not one of those very super upbeat, bouncy ones that you see at the bars. So I hope you guys enjoy this, something different. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will link the step sheet and the demo video in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.